Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR prepping. You already know what time it is, baby. Pull up, get your drink. Let's take our sip. It is nice and hot. I think I put some cinnamon in that one today. So welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel where we just talk about emergency preparedness, food preservation, learning to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, anything that gets you and your family ready for any kind of crisis that might come your way, both short-term and long-term, okay? And basically, I just show you what me and my family do, and maybe that helps you, give you ideas of things to do. So today's kind of a low-key, video. Just kind of wanted to walk you through, give you some ideas, different things that we're planning to do this year, kind of goals, resolutions. This is the time everybody is making these goals, and a lot of these goals to me are, I'm not going to say fake goals, but a lot of people tend to fall back on social, what I call social type goals, social type resolutions, right? And it's not that they're fake, and it's not that they don't want to do them. It's just that they're the same old. Like, first of the year, I'm going to start eating better. First of the year, we're going to start working out more. First of the year, I'm starting this diet plan, or like just ridiculous things that people say, the majority say, and then the majority does not do, right? And so I don't know what it is about ourselves where we pick the first of the year to kind of be this moment where we say, okay, yes, it's a fresh start. Let's start anew. Let's do the things that we want to do to be happy. We're gonna be more active. We're gonna be better with money. We're going to be, there's just a lot of those same social type goals that people end up falling in line with. And there's nothing wrong with those things. Is there something wrong with getting healthier? Absolutely not, right? Is there something wrong with getting more savvy and saving money or starting a financial goal? No, absolutely not. But I think the hardest thing is starting it, but finishing it, right? And following through and continuing to do it. And that is the part that makes it gold, right? Is if you can actually follow through and do that. And so, we're like everybody else. I have private resolution goals. I have just personal type stuff for my personal life, and then I have stuff that falls in line with preservation type goals, right? I try to hit mental goals, spiritual goals, physical goals, right? So what are the things that you're trying to do this year? And for us, most of it has to do with preservation, with whether that's food preservation, whether that's doing projects, and just getting stuff done. So some of the stuff, I'm not going to share private, resolution goals with you, but some personal type stuff, for me, for health wise, it's not so much eating better, working out more. It's not necessarily those things. Those things play a big part. But for me, it's fine tuning the health aspect of our family in regards to holistic health, really wrapping my head more around holistic health and really building a pharmacy, a holistic pharmacy. That's from having my own herbs that I'm growing this year, drying in my MAMABEAR cave, right? That's what I'm calling it now. Used to call it my medical room, but it's literally catch-all. It's my garden. It's a bunch of my extra garden stuff. It's a bunch of my extra animal livestock stuff. I have chicken stuff in there. I have supplies, extra preparedness stuff. I have all my candle making stuff in there. Anything that I do craft wise is in there. All the medical stuff is absolutely in there still. But it's my space, and it's also my space for holistic. And so building that space up, really taking a look and building up my index cards with, what is the symptom I'm trying to treat and how can I treat it? What herbs, what plants, what things do I need? And then full circling that, right? That's getting the seeds, that's growing that's going to Etsy or other businesses and buying it already done, the product already done, the herb, the plant already, that's processing it right now, as far as doing tinctures, doing salves, and getting all the material, the things to make the things, right? Tincture bottles, other bottles to hold, glass jars, airtight jars for holding herbs, for holding liquid, for holding a leftover tincture, for all those things, salve jars, different tins, all the things, right? And really concentrating on holistic pharmacy, if you will, right? And teaching myself and physically writing down on my cards the symptom and what all are the things that work for that, the plants that do well with that, teas that work for that, and then hitting the internet while we have it. I don't think you guys realize the power of TikTok, IG Reels, even shorts now, but that stuff you literally can put in the search engine, anything, fever tincture, immune boosting, holistic. There's 1,000 things that are 1-minute videos that will quickly teach you how to put something together. And then you can take that little bit of knowledge that you just learned like that, and you can research it, and you can go to your books, and you can read, and you can get, clarification and confirmation that that is indeed not, something that's going to kill you or whatever, right? And get further guidance on it. When you make that beautiful tincture that somebody made on IG Reels for a minute, and it's beautiful, and you're like, I need that. How often can you take it? How long can you take it? How does it, interact with other prescribed medicines or other over-the-counter medicines? Like, all of those extra things are just as important as that beautiful thing that you piece of knowledge really that you just learned from somebody in 1 minute. And we have to get back to that. And so that's one of my goals, is to just truly, truly build up our holistic, side of our medicine cabinet. We have so much stuff, but I think that skill set is going to take us way farther than having cabinets full of medicines. Okay. So that's a huge one for me. Another one for me is slowing down when it comes to cooking, right? Instead of fast cooking, make it slow cooking, meaning, so I cook, but oftentimes we eat out. I don't want to cook. I don't feel well. I'm busy, right? We're into projects, we're into stuff, and it's just easier to go grab some hamburgers than it is to stop the project, go inside, prep, get everything ready for a meal. And that's just the honest to God truth, right? It's convenient. That's why it started in the first place. But convenience is not healthy, okay? And so figuring out schedule wise and slow cooking and being smarter about how we're cooking, and treat it like a working woman, a working family, 9 to 5. Like, hey, what were we doing before? Well, we were doing crock pot meals, or we were pre-prepping meals, or we were doing different things, right? And learning that even though we're retired and we're home all day for most of the day, you think, oh, you have plenty of time to cook. Well, in reality, we're doing all these projects, and a lot of times we don't. And so you have to think like, we have a job. We have a 9 to 5 job where we are busy all day doing things, doing in the yard, in the garden, doing projects, building things, mapping out things, laying out things, measuring things. We're buying things. We're doing all these things, right? And so you have to treat that like a job. And so that's the thing that we're trying to get back to. But slow cooking instead of fast cooking, right? And there's something about that helps you connect, especially if you're growing some of that food yourself. Like, I really, really like that, I have some personal goals, right? Like just everyday goals, of course, reconnecting with people, connecting with friends, connecting with family. Life is short. Sean from North Shore Preparedness, I just found out yesterday that he passed on Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, Saturday. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And I just saw so many people on so many different platforms, so many different channels mentioning it yesterday, and it just was it was heartbreaking to see so many people that he had touched and that he had helped. He helped me, my little bitty channel, when I literally probably had less than 100 people. I found his channel and I would watch him, and he was just so chill, just an older gentleman, just chill. I liked his voice, right? He has that Canadian accent, right? And he would do little videos about preparedness and putting stuff in jars and I said, look at this, clearly didn't have like a lot of money. And I just connected with him, right? I just really, really enjoyed watching him and enjoyed that. He just was like, I don't want to get emotional, but he just was a regular person, right? wasn't flashy, wasn't, you know, about money. And he always was helping people. He always was talking on his channel about helping people, helping somebody, whether it was helping somebody financially, helping just all the time, right? Helping somebody with their channel. It really didn't matter, right? And so it's sad, you know, I didn't know him personally at all, never talked to him like on the phone or anything like that, but it gets to you, right? So connect with people is what I'm saying. Your friends, your family, people are going through stuff. Ask if they're going through stuff. You know, if we don't talk to your friends and stuff, you don't even know if they're going through something, right? And maybe there's something you could do, or maybe you just reaching out means something, you know. I had a brother, I don't know if you're watching this, brother, but you'll know once you see this, if you are, you know, he reached out of the blue, you know, a coworker, a brother of mine, a fellow chief in the Navy that I served with, and, you know, since retired, I'm retired, and he just reached out to me out of the blue. We are not friends that talk on a regular basis, you know, none of that, but we had moments, we had connections, we were friends in the military, and those are deep rooted. And, you know, he reached out to me, and I didn't even know who he was at first. He's like, I don't even think you know who this is. And he lets me know it's him. And it's crazy. And he was reaching out because somebody in the military had took their life recently, right, in his circle. And he was taking a moment to just reach out and connect with people that he cared about or that he thought about, and he thought about me. And that's the stuff that's important, right? We really have to get back to connecting with people, and that's hard for me, especially me, because, you know, I'm introverted. I don't really like to even be around a lot of people. And although I love people and I love who I love, right, it can be difficult to be present in those relationships and take the time. We're so busy, but to take the time to say hello, to see how they're doing, to maybe go to lunch if that's possible, to maybe have a Zoom call. There's so much that you can do creatively to reconnect with people. And so that's what I want to do more of this year, is more connection. You know, for you hardcore preppers that are watching, you know, I'm going to go hard in the paint this year as far as preparedness. Hardcore preparedness, there's two things I'm working on. That's our homestead and building that up, and that's stockpiling, right? There's a lot of things because of holes and different things that I want to get filled. Certain staples that I want to make sure that we have 1 to 3 years worth of. That's not everything, but certain staples we have to have 1 to 3 years. Famine is coming. In my heart, I believe more heartache is coming. I think this year will be a little bit harder. I think the year after that will be a little bit harder. You know, 2025, they already warning us that there's going to be another pandemic, which is insanity. But yet the exact same thing that happened before. So I wholeheartedly believe these things are going to happen. I believe panic is going to happen. I believe civil unrest and people are going to be in the streets. I believe that this stuff is going to happen. More wars, not just the war. I'm not talking about the war that's happening right now in its current state, but that, you know, elevated other people that we would be in war with, and how that's going to affect us. That stuff is coming, right? And so that's my plan, right? That's my I'm gonna go hard in the paint. And so you're probably gonna see a couple things on my channels. You're probably gonna see more project type stuff, videos as we're doing stuff on the other channel, right, on the homestead. So when we get the chicken run, when we start the greenhouse, when we start even some different stuff outside, that's what I'm gonna show over there. I'm gonna show holistic stuff over there, food preservation over there. But I'm gonna, anything that has to do with preparedness, anything that we're increasing, changing, adapting to, list. I find stuff that I find out and I'm like, okay, I found this, I'm going to get this added to my preps. That's the type of stuff I'm going to share over here. Business wise, right? Mama Bear Prepping LLC. Still trying to get the website off the ground. Again, I'm just very bad at that type of stuff. But I am almost done with the website. That's where you'll be able to get merch. You'll be able to get coffee cups. You'll be able to find my candles. So there'll be different things on there available to include all my affiliates, links, things like that. And then the other biggest thing I think for business wise, there was a couple things that I plan on doing, and that's the website. And it just eluded me. Let me take a drink and see if it comes back. That's good though, but it's eluded me. There's another really big business resolution that I plan on. Oh, I'm going to, and some of the folks won't like this, but you know, I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna ride it out with YouTube, and see where things go. I made decent money with them in the past, very good, very decent money, right? Less than others, more than others, right? And so I'm gonna stick it out here. But I do have the fear of YouTube going away, YouTube kicking me off, YouTube deleting my account, getting rid of me. You know, finally find me and see I'm talking about things that they don't like. I feel like my time is, you know, there's just a certain amount of time, right? And so I think of other platforms, I think of other places to go. I do think that I am going to move forward with a Patreon account. I for a minute didn't think I would. I know that a lot of people cannot afford to pay for content, but I am going to start a Patreon for those of you that can afford it in your budget, do want to follow me. I am going to have videos over there, and they are going to be on much more serious content. Meaning stuff that I absolutely cannot speak my mind on here. I absolutely can't tell you how I truly feel, or I guess delve into it here like I can there. And so it is what it is. Those folks that can do that will do that. Those of you that can't, I'll still be here for as long as I can be, okay? And then I'll probably be getting rid of TikTok. So I have never been a huge fan of TikTok. You know, to this day, I don't understand why I did it. I think I just was falling into this whole social media thing. As a business, you got to have these social media accounts. You have to have these accounts, and I just don't want it, right? It's not for me. I'm not good at the videos. I'm not, you know, I don't like it. You know what I like TikTok for? Getting a last minute recipe for dinner, right? I don't need it in my life. And so I will be getting rid of the TikTok account. And I'll just be keeping my Pinterest and my IG. And then obviously I'll be adding the Patreon account. Okay. So for those of you that just have continued to support me, there's some of you that I know your names. I know you've been here literally when I had 10 subscribers. I know some of you know the exact number of subscriber you were when you followed me. And I do appreciate you so much. And those that have just found me that are brand new, I hope you're enjoying going through the archives, go through the videos. I'm like any other content creator when you're so passionate about something, but you're not known. So I have so many really good videos with very solid preparedness information in them from my early days, let's say my first 6 months, right? And those videos have low views, right? Because I was a nobody. I'm still a nobody, okay? But I was so brand new that I have hardly any views. But some of that stuff I put my heart and soul into, and it has really good information. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're new to me, even if you've been here for a couple months, take some time. Play those videos, play those playlists, and see what I was talking about, and make sure you're taking notes. Got your pen, your paper, and take notes. I just had another thought about something else, but I'm not going to share that right now. But get your pen and paper and take a look at those videos. Also, if you haven't subscribed here, please subscribe. And then I have my second channel as well. Link is in the description box below of every video. Just go down, scroll down. It's almost to the bottom. There is a link for my second channel, which is Mama Bear Homestead. And that should come up if you put Mama Bear Homestead, a space between them, okay? I hope you guys are well, right? So be well, be kind, do everything in love. Have a great week. It's super windy here. I know that everybody's dealing with a lot of weather, whether that's to come, more to come, or if you're getting ready, or if you're done and you're just kind of going through the aftermath of picking things up and cleaning stuff up, and the stuff that comes after, right? The side effects of storms after they've passed, right? You've got this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Take care. Bye.